Hello, this is Linda and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make an easy chocolate cake. We're going to start off with using the Hines Deviled Food Moist Chocolate Cake. We're going to use flour, 1 cup. We're going to use a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. We're going to use 3 eggs at room temperature, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1 pinch, about a 1/4 of an inch, a 1/4 of a tea of salt. 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and a tablespoon of instant coffee. I have the double espresso. And we're going to use 8 ounces of sour cream and 1 1/4 cup of lukewarm water. So first of all, we're going to take our cake mix, which I've already opened one up, and we're going to pour it into a sifter and sift away. Okay, so now we're going to take the 1 cup of flour, put it in our sifter, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a pinch to go with it, and then we're going to sift this. Okay, so let's put this aside and let's do our instant coffee. We're going to do a tablespoon of instant coffee. Add a little bit more. That looks about good. We're going to pour it in there. We're going to stir that around. And we're going to let it sit for a moment. This really is a really simple cake to make. It's going to taste so moist and delicious. You won't regret making it, that's for sure. And let's stir our dry ingredients up another time. Just kind of mix it up. I'm going to make a little well. Okay. Just going to make a little well in here where I'm going to add all my other ingredients, and then I'm going to mix it up. Make sure I get all that incorporated in there. So that looks good. just a little well. Okay, let's pour our egg one at a time. Give it a little mix. At this point, I think I'm going to add the water. So I only poured one egg in, and I'm going to add part of the water. Give it a little mix. Add another egg. I'm adding 3 eggs total. Add some more water. Add the last egg. I'm going to add the sour cream. That's 1 cup of sour cream. To 1/4 cup of lukewarm water with the coffee in it, instant coffee. I'm going to go ahead and pour the rest of that coffee in there. Mix it all together. And I think I'm going to take a hand mixer and I'm going to blend this all together. So we'll get the hand mixer and blend this all together, and then we're ready to go. We're going to add that vanilla first before we do that. That's going to be a tablespoon of vanilla. One tablespoon vanilla. I'm using clear. That's what I had. Okay, let's get my mixer. Okay, so we're going to get mixing here, but we're going to add our last ingredient, which is a 1/4 cup of oil. And let's give it a mix. It smells so chocolatey in here right now. I could taste this cake. I love chocolate cake. This is going to be so delicious. Get all the edges mixed in there, and that looks about good. So let's stop here, get our cake pans ready, and get ready to put them in the oven. Okay, before we get started, I forgot one ingredient, which was the sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and sift the sugar in, and I'm going to give it a little mix. And that was 1 cup of sugar that I mixed in there. that's about it. Okay, so we are getting ready to pour our batter into our cake pans that are lined and sprayed, and then get them into the oven. Okay, so let's start with this one. I'm going to start off with half full, and then I'm going to even it out throughout the whole batter. Trying to get it even as best as I can. I think that's enough for that little guy. I might have too much, but I could always cut the top off evenly. Better to have more than not enough. I am not a lefty. It's kind of hard. Get this all in there. That looks good. Okay. Try to level these out. And they are going to go into the oven, and I believe the temperature is 325 Fahrenheit. So we'll get the ovens on its way, and we'll get started in just 1 second. Okay, we are going to go ahead and put our cake pans in the oven and get them going into a 325 temperature. I'm just going to put them all on the top shelf. That should do it. I'm going to cook these for about 25 to 35 minutes, and if it needs them a little bit more, I'm going to play it by ear by every maybe 5 minutes, checking it out. But let's see how it goes. I believe our cakes seem to be ready. It looks like our cake is ready and time to come out of the oven. I'm going to check them. They might need a few more minutes. Oh yeah, they still need more time. I'll check this one. This one's ready to go. The others don't. The others need more time, so I will check that. Okay. We're going to set it for another 5 to 10 minutes. Probably 10. And we'll check them then. This one's ready. As you can see, there's a mushroom top, but that's okay, we'll just cut it off. The other cakes, they're still wiggly in the middle, like they're liquidy, so I'm just going to leave them in there. I'm going to leave it for 10 minutes and then see how it goes. Okay, one of the cakes is ready to come out, the other is not. Not sure why. The pans are just a little bit off size, but this one is ready, so I'm going to take this one off and bake this one for another 5 more minutes. It's still raw in the middle, so I'm going to set the timer for another 5 minutes and check it again. Okay, our timer is up and the cake is ready to be taken out. I have already checked it and it's ready to go, so we're just going to let it cool down. Okay, so our cake has cooled down and I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it from here. Use this as my guide and cut the top off so I can get a nice clean cut. Oh, this is really moist. You can see, but it's pretty moist. Very moist. I'm still thinking of putting some simple syrup, just because I'm hoping that it stays moist. Okay, so we have one down, 2 more to go. If you like my video, hit the subscribe button and that little bell on the right hand corner, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and have a fabulous day. Left that tin in there. Here's the small one. Clean my workspace, and then we'll keep moving along. Okay, this is the end of the first part of the video for the cake, and we'll see you at the next chapter. Once again, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and that little bell on the right hand corner where it says all, click on that, and have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon.